Semi-freeforming is basically not maintaining your hair so much.
You don't maintain your locks as often as someone else would. Like, for example, I can go 3 months without retwisting my hair, and then on the 3rd month I decide to retwist.
Like going months without retwisting your hair, you're still washing your hair. You know, that's the only like maintenance thing that you're doing.
So within that 3-month period, I allow my locks to do its own thing and grow out.
But you're not retwisting your hair every 2 weeks. If you can go a month or 2 without retwisting your hair but washing it, you're basically semi-freeforming your hair.
Some people tend to have a regimen where they frequently maintain their locks every 2 to 3 weeks or every month. Well, with semi-freeforming, you can go, you know, long periods of time without, you know, doing any maintenance to your locks. Freeforming, you allowing your hair to lock up and grow naturally without any type of maintenance, except the basics like washing your hair and separating your locks at the root. That's why it's called freeforming, because you're allowing your hair to freely form and freely lock up naturally.
To me, there shouldn't be no stereotypes.
When we think of the term freeforming or semi-freeforming, the images that instantly come to mind are people like Bob Marley, Lauryn Hill. A lot of people tend to be intimidated by those people who have freeform locks because they are quote-unquote unkept and they're not manicured. The original way to wear your locks was to freeform. Back then they didn't have Jamaican mango and lime or organic root stimulator to retwist their dreads.
Sometimes when I used to look at people with locks before, I'm like, dang, he really need a retwist. But when I'm thinking about it, like, he probably know what he's doing.
It was simply, you know, dreadlocks were simply a symbolism of spirituality. Just imagine how they wore their locks back then. We all know that dreadlocks originated from the Rastafarian movement back in the 20th century.
We want our hair to grow. We want our hair to be healthy, and we will try to do anything possible to help it. But people don't understand that.
A lot of people tend to think that when you freeform, your hair is unsanitary.
If you're a person that don't have locks or you don't know anything about locks, we do wash our hair. We do maintain it.
And although there are some people out there that do not keep up with their hygiene, for the most part, freeform locks are not dirty. The people that I know that freeform, their hair is clean. And I speak from experience because I'm a semi-freeformer.
People out there, they don't know. They don't know what we go through and why we are semi-freeforming.
Yeah, get that misconception out of your head. Freeform locks are not dirty, okay? You can wash your hair just as frequently as somebody with regular hair. Another misconception or stereotype about freeform locks is that they think that when you freeform, that means you're being lazy. And that's clearly not the case. So I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. I'm always getting questions from people asking me, well, how do you get your locks to be so thick? Or why does your hair grow so fast? I credit it to not only genetics, but because I semi-freeform. From what I've seen in other people's lock updates, or people hit me up with questions and they're saying that, oh, their locks are getting thinner and they're about to break off because they're over retwisting.
This is locks. Sometimes you gotta do it. And if you really want your hair to be healthy and you really want your hair to stay the same way, you know, as when you started, because some people's hair gets thinner. And even when I comb out the back of my locks, my hair is it was thin.
Just leave your locks alone, okay? They'll be fine. I'm not saying neglect your locks and don't take care of them, but just cut back. Cut back on the retwisting or cut back on the maintenance, okay? And once you do that, you won't have that problem.
So just do your hair a favor. That's all I can say.
And that's why my hair grows fast, is because I semi-freeform. And in my opinion, I believe less is more. The less manipulation you do to your locks, the more beneficial it will be, okay? Now, there are a lot of advantages to semi-freeforming.
You don't have to waste I wouldn't say waste your time, but you wouldn't have to spend so much time retwisting your hair that day. You know, you can just let your hair just be clean and, you know, just, you know what I'm saying? You help your hair to grow. Less buildup, you know, when you wash your hair, less buildup from doing that.
Believe it or not, is a good thing. Okay, and I tend to do this more so than latching or retwisting because I'm tender-headed and I don't like too much tugging at my scalp.
Even when my mom used to put 2-strand twists in my hair, and I'd be like, can you braid my hair? Can you do this? And she's like, no, just let it breathe. And that's what you need to do with locks too. Just let your hair breathe after you wash it.
There are more than one way you can wear your locks and maintain your locks. We all have our own reasons as to why we have our locks, and when we wear our locks, it's just an expression of who we are.
And just for new people out there, you don't always have to retwist your hair so much. You know, I think I kind of made that mistake when I started out.
So to those people who discriminate against people who freeform, especially those same people who have locks themselves, I mean, chill out. That's why I say do your research, know what you're getting yourself into, and know the history of something that you're encountering.
You know, let your hair do its thing. You know, I had to learn that.
Okay, because there's always a reason behind everything, especially something as simple as dreadlocks. Like I said in the beginning, it was from the Rastafaris. It was a spiritual thing.
I gotta teach myself this is what I gotta do. This is locks. Sometimes you gotta do it.
So nowadays, since it's become a trend and everybody has capitalized on it as being just a hairstyle, to each his own. We all have our own spiritual, personal, and mental reasons as to why we have locks today.
We need to teach ourselves that we have locks, and locks doesn't have to be maintained all the time, such as, you know, regular normal hair. You know,
you see all this? Do you see this? I'm happy being nappy. Alright, I have no shame in my game. Don't let anyone discourage you. The whole point of you having a dreadlock journey is learning to embrace yourself in a natural state.
You know, people need to learn how to embrace their dreads, and I'm actually a little, you know, I'm kind of starting to like the little semi-freeforming look.
I love letting my dreads swing and hang, you feel me? I have no shame in my game. Alright, like they say, long hair don't care, right? Alright, so back to the subject at hand.
If you're one of those kind of person, like, if you're one of those type of people like me, I think you should really try it out. I think more people with locks should do this semi-freeform. You can always, you know, put hats on or whatever, you know, head wraps, beanies, you know, to protect your hair. I mean, if you don't really like to show off your hair when it's like not retwisted for a while, you can always do this and it looks fine like that.
I love being nappy, and even though people criticize me because I don't retwist my hair on a regular basis, so what? Fuck 'em. That's all you can do. Just say fuck 'em. I'm doing me.
I'm doing me.
So, because our hair is a lot. I mean, what else can you do to it? I mean, you could style it, you know, wash it, retwist it, but you don't really need to do all this stuff.
Alright, so with everything that I mentioned in this video, the message that I'm trying to convey to y'all is, it is okay to semi-freeform, okay? It is okay to freeform. Don't let people discourage you and make you feel ashamed because you're happy being nappy. The whole point of being a dreadhead is being happy to be nappy. That's the slogan. You feel me? Zaylock23 said it best.
I know Pretty Boy Shay is so experienced on it, but with me, I'm gonna try to get as much experience as her. But yeah, I hope this helps you. I hope it really helps you out.
Just get all the misconceptions and the stereotypes about freeforming out your head. Stop with the freeform hate. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope I shed some new light on the whole freeform situation. You already know who this is. I'm PBS. Leslie Monique. I'm out. Peace.